Please come in.
A big week for Hannibal this week, as most of the episode revolves around Will's trial. As the evidence is getting stacked up against him, he gets an admirer which just might be helping his case. Welcome to the top 5 moments of the episode, followed by the overall verdict. We opened up this week's episode with a glimpse at the electric chair. Will sees himself sat in the seat to which, if found guilty, he might just find himself sat in the same one for real.
I don't believe that to be true. Will hated every second of the work. He hated it. He didn't fake that. He hated it, and I kept making him do it.
Jack is called to the stand to give his verdict on Will. After being told by the FBI not to, Jack ignores the advice given to him and tells the courtroom that he pushed Will too far and continued to explain fully at the risk of himself, the FBI, and his job.
That when you offered him an opportunity to quit, he refused.
Because he was saving lives. I had been warned by more than one person that if I pushed Will, I'd break him. I put those checks and balances in place, then ignored them. And here we are.
Will Graham understood the way Hobbs thought that's how he caught him. But the profile that he created of her father was so vivid that he couldn't escape it.
That sly smile we're used to seeing by now. When the prosecutor is giving her speech to Will, she utters the words that Hannibal view himself as the smartest person in the room.
He has remarkable visual memory. He's keenly insightful to the human condition and, I would argue, the smartest person in this room.
Not only is justice blind, it's mindless and heartless.
Fair warning, annoying Dr. Lecter is not a good idea, and when the judge rules on inadmissible evidence, the judge gave his final verdict that he will ever give.
So, the killer wanted a mistrial.
Rather unorthodox solution.
He spares Will a guilty verdict and his life for the moment.
Yes.
Who's taking the stand in my place?
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Top spot for me this week goes to Hannibal taking the stand. He's called to the stand in place of Alana and is testifying on the defence for Will, and is not happy when the prosecutor and judge start to push him too far and not give the decisions his way.
Will Graham is and will always be my friend.
Your witness.
Personal beliefs and biases are driving his conclusions.
I'm ruling this defense inadmissible, Mr. Brower. All previous testimony on the matter will be stricken from the record.
My overall verdict for this week's episode of Hannibal is a 9 out of 10. Hannibal again delights this week, concentrating mainly on the ongoing trial of Will Graham and whether or not he will be found guilty. It was great to see Hannibal take the stand in defence of Will, as well as Jack stick up for him. You know Will still believes it's Hannibal that's responsible, but he is of course playing his own mind game to get himself out of the situation that he's in. With the trial now reset since the judge was found, well, inadequate to Hannibal's standards, I again look forward to where next week's episode will take us. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next week.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.